Hey everyone, Danny here. Today, for science, I thought we would try swapping out the monitor in my Centipede cabinet for the BOE monitor from my MK2. Just wanted to see how it worked. I had spots on my monitor, on the Dell monitor that I had swapped into the Centipede cabinet. So I decased another Dell monitor with the intention of installing it in the Centipede. And when I got everything out of the cabinet and hooked up here on the table, I don't have any spots on the monitor. And now I'm really confused. I was using the power supply from the Big Blue, which is the same model that the Centipede cabinet uses. So I thought, well, maybe there's something wrong with the power from the Centipede brick. So I went and got the Centipede and adapter, and no, it wasn't that. The monitor looks absolutely perfect. Testing here, I thought, well, maybe it's the plexi, so I put the plexi on the front of it, and I can move it every single direction. You know, extreme vertical, you know, side to side. And it was usually when I was looking at it from above. So when I was looking at that vertical, so I would even hold it like this. I mean, like I'm like way above it. And I could not find the spots on this monitor, which is great news, but also a little confusing. So it may be getting interference from something else in the cabinet. Could be from maybe the LED lights when they're plugged in, or the speakers, or I don't know. So I got to try to figure that out. But anyway, so this is the BOE monitor from my MK2. So I thought, you know, while I've got all this torn down, it's a little extra work to get this out of the MK2 cabinet and just see what it looks like. So I've been curious if it would work. Ooh, almost dropped that screw in there. That would have sucked. Pretty sure that's where I got that. Maybe not. That's not going in there very easy. Oh, it's a different. This is the MK2. That's why. I think it was over here. I think it was right here. Not that it really matters, but just need to ground it somewhere. Okay. And the backlight. This one I've been pretty curious about this because it's a different, you know, it's 5.4 versus 4.3, so obviously there's a little bit of a size difference. So that's going to make some difference, of course. And when I lined it up on the plexi, if I was to install this in the Centipede, it would probably chop a little bit off left and right, and there would be little gaps top and bottom. Probably not worth it. The reason I'm doing this experiment is because I really would like to get the Pac-Man cabinet, the Pac-Mania cab. But after 19K Fox's test, you know, or his install that he did with the Dell monitor, I'm not real happy with how it looks off axis. So if a BOE will work, then I could mask it on the sides and maybe get that to work pretty well. Oh, I'm trying to turn it on. I got no power. Let's see. All right. Okay. Well, it definitely drives the monitor. No question there, which, you know, assumed it would. And of course, with the BOE, you don't get the discoloration when you look at it from the lower. That's the problem that Fox is having, you know, in his Pac-Man cabinet. And you can see it on these monitors. From the top, you get a little bit of fade, but if you go like kind of severely low on the monitor, like if you were playing on the floor, it really changes the hue of everything really bad, like a polarizing filter. Um, of course, the BOEs don't do that. And you can see here at the bottom, we get a little bit. Have I got that? Yeah, I got that. You can see a little bit of cutoff here at the very bottom. Not bad though. That would be tolerable, obviously. Left to right, it completely fills it. The problem is the mask on the plexi is going to cover it up a little bit. Let me grab the plexi and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay. So if we line this up somewhat, it's not perfect, but pretty close. So that's what the monitor would look like. Again, you know, it's pretty well masked top and bottom. I don't think that would be a huge deal. Curious how much it cuts off left and right. Centipede's a really bad game to test, I think. Oh boy, that's hard. I mean, it cuts off so little left and right that I think, you know, if this was vertical in a Pac-Mania cabinet, I don't even know if you would notice. I think it would be so little. I'll have to look at Pac-Mania again on my other cabinet and see how much, like, you know, scoring and whatnot, you know, go right to the edge. Typically on, you know, on the CRTs, they didn't like to run things all the way to the edge anyway because CRTs, right? With the curvature and all that. I think this would work actually really well. And those blacks are so nice. Man, it's so dark. Wow, that looks really good. I'm curious what Centipede would look like on here. I mean, it would look like the Tempest cab, I would think. Yeah, colors are really good. Yeah, man, wow, that looks really good. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I might be tempted to might be tempted to put this in the Centipede as well. I need to do a little bit of work on this the masking if I want to get that to look a little better, but it's not bad. It's really hard to see it, especially in a dark room. I mean, I'm in a really well lit room right now. So, okay, yeah. I think I might install it with the BOE and give it a shot. And then if I end up doing the Pac-Mania cabinet, I'll swap the my Pac-Man Legacy monitor out, and then I'll just put these TN monitors in the cabinets that I sell and just list them as, uh, with the BOE swapped for TN monitor, um, and that'll be that. All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna put this back in the cabinet, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video a little later, just to kind of show what it looks like in the cabinet in the room. But yeah, that'll do it for now.